we respecting these people? They don't respect us.
Yeah, we're just starting, bro.
Yeah.
We're fumblers.
Yeah, we're fumblers.
Fucking
Already,
rude,
the
man.
intro already fumbled.
Fucking
So
rude.
let's just
Okay,
start.
let's start.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome guys to this show.
Fumble.
Are we using real names?
Yeah.
Whatever
name you want, bro.
Okay. My name is White Black. Yeah, my name is
White
White
Black?
Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of racist.
It's balanced, bro.
Okay.
Are we talking about racism now? We changed from monkeypox.
No.
Nah, let's continue.
Okay.
I think everyone should just. I'm not gonna have Kagus with names.
So today's topic is monkeypox. I know nothing about monkeypox.
Nah, dude, like, haven't you seen what's happening?
No, I haven't seen on what CNN.
Yeah.
CNN is probably talking most of the time about Trump and Camilla right now,
No, like, do you think monkeypox is gonna come like a second? What do you call it?
like a COVID thing.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Like where we have like a.
Nah, but monkeypox is a bit weird. You have to touch the nigga.
Yeah, but
You don't go around touching random people, do you? With the mumps, do you see what monkeypox looks like? It's disgusting.
dude, I think it's not like about touching people, but people do touch you. You feel me?
Nah, that's
Like when you
routine.
greet people, yo, what's up? You feel me?
Yeah, it's like
People touch
Ebola.
you.
It's like Ebola. It's like Ebola.
Yeah, like Ebola. Ebola was messed up. People touch all the time. I think it's
But
part of a
did
human.
Ebola even get you?
Nah, I
It
didn't.
didn't. I mean, shit like that is scary. But how come COVID moved
But
so
why do you
fast?
think that's like a human thing? You know, like the
To touch?
Yeah.
I feel like
Humans are extremely
do you know
horny.
they say the worst torture that anyone you could ever give them is isolation.
Also,
They say
We are social animals.
yeah, we're social animals, but they say when you're isolated, you begin to fight with the mind. You know, your mind. That's when you begin to hear voices and you begin to question yourself because from the
Start
time you were
tweaking.
born, you were never isolated.
So you're saying that everyone, to a partial degree or to a greater degree, they all crave, you know, a sense of touch. To
Yeah.
touch something or to be touched.
Yeah, that's what it means to live. You know, I think ask yourself, why do we have to eat different things? Why can't we just eat one thing and live?
How is this related to?
No,
How is this relating to?
no,
touch,
I'm
man?
just saying. Like, think about it though.
Yeah.
Touch. You want to feel something. You want to.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, touching me and touching, let's just say your eggs, right? It's two different things, right?
Why are you touching my eggs?
No, but like you get what I'm trying to say.
Like, what are you saying? Touching your
No,
ex?
but for
Okay,
why are
I'm
you
saying,
touching my eggs?
okay, there's people who, when you like touch them, I mean, no one really speaks about it, like, it was nice touching your hands and dick. You feel me? But I feel like there's that feeling where like you don't say it, but then you just feel it, like, hey, this person has nice hands, you know. But then, like us as homies, we don't say like, Styles, you have nice hands. You feel me? But then it's just always nice to know, like, doing that greeting handshake, like, yo, what's up, man? It just feels nice, you know. Like, imagine we just meet up and we don't do that handshake or we don't greet. We don't even, like, you know, say what's up. It's just, I feel like that touch is needed, you know. I mean, some people don't appreciate
touch.
it. Yeah, the touch is
Human
needed.
touch.
I think. Okay, this can come down to maybe the concept of love languages as well.
Yeah.
You know, because at times I think not everyone is all about the touch, the physical thing, that type of thing. You know, like someone's touch may be equal to just the use of words. You know, maybe like acts of service or something like that. So I feel like.
But touch is important too, bro. Like, what you were saying with acts of love. What were you saying?
Acts of service.
Yeah,
Yeah.
touch is really important, bro. In a relationship.
I feel like touch is important to men. You know, I feel like men like to touch things. You know, like it's within our nature. You know,
to touch things.
touch things. You know, I feel like women are into words. Yeah.
I'm not into words.
Words.
Yeah. I think that it's just.
Now some of them aren't, bro.
it's
Some of them are dogs like
think
men, bro.
Yeah, dude.
They want to touch.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to touch. They want to touch. I feel like, okay, here's what I've heard with women
Yeah.
and men. Women have control, men don't have control.
You think so?
I feel like they say that we all suffer from the same illness. Okay, I'm just going to call it an illness. But like, we all suffer from the same thing. But some have better control, some don't.
I feel
Women
like-
have control. We're better self-control.
I feel like that's very speculative. You know, like in terms of saying women have more control. You know, and I feel like women.
Just like men,
I'm
bro.
good at
just
hiding
like-
it.
They're good at hiding.
Yeah.
it.
But
Like,
that's
the word.
exactly what I'm trying to say. I'm
No,
saying
but
women,
if you're good at
hiding
hiding
it is
something-
controlling it. You know, if let's just say you're horny, right? Women, if they're horny, they're good at controlling it.
Are
Are
they?
you sure? Are you sure,
Yeah.
man?
No, I
Are
mean
they?
not all of them.
Sure.
Okay, I don't speak for all of them.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen, the majority of women. How many women have you like have ever just come to you and just touched you like you know?
Yeah,
But how many times have you done it?
No, never.
I plead the fifth.
You can't just walk up and touch someone when
No,
you're
no, no,
horny.
no. Okay, but like, okay. This is gonna seem personal.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ask you this:
Who?
when
Me?
you're with your girl,
Me? Are you asking me?
yeah.
I might not answer your question.
Okay.
Just so you know in advance.
Okay,
Yeah.
when you're with your girl, who has a higher tendency of touching the other?
I think if I had to go.
If
If I had to go.
okay,
No, his love language is not touch. Remember?
no, even if you're loud, okay, it doesn't mean
What's my love language, man? I think.
No, auntie, is it touch?
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's
I
touch.
mean, like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's
yeah.
in the top 3. Yeah, definitely.
Top 3, so you have more than one.
Yeah,
What?
I mean, like,
that
there's a
possible?
ranking. There's
Yeah, it's a language, innit?
Is that
okay.
possible?
What's
You
your
can
first-
learn
what's
multiple
your
It's like
top-
it's like Shona maybe like.
Nah, I only have
English,
one.
Shona.
I only have one. Dude.
What is it?
What's
What
that?
is it?
I think for everyone it's touch, man. For every guy it's touch. It has to.
Nah, bro.
Not
Words
everyone.
of affirmation.
like
Nah,
let me just
some
say-
niggas-
I don't care about that stuff,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Imagine, man. Like,
like, baby, yo, what's up?
Eh,
But I think for me,
Don't
I
get
think in
horny
terms of like
because,
top 3, I would say maybe quality time. Yeah.
what would you define as quality time?
touching.
spending time.
Spending time with.
Why touching each other? It has to be.
Spending time with my beloved, you know, like that type of thing. Yeah.
What do you do like spending time? Like it's too
Dude, just
vague.
going anywhere.
What
I
do
don't
you
know,
do?
you can go to the park, you know, like
Yeah.
watch a movie,
All right.
you know,
Chill at
do
home.
so many things, just talk, you know,
Chill at
interact,
home.
you know, exchange mindsets about, you know, concepts and theories, you know, in the universe and that type of thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's how I put it. You know.
Wait,
So
let me
it's-
just
And also touching, yeah.
let me just update these
But then
other
how
guys
do
so
you
they
have more
don't feel
than one?
lonely.
How do
So
you have more
guys,
than one?
It's
Wait,
like knowing a language, bro.
We need to talk to these guys because
No.
I feel like we lost the plot.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, we're not apologizing. We just diverted from monkeypox to touch. So
because
if you really wanted to-
because to spread monkeypox,
You have to touch something.
Yeah.
yeah,
No, but also yesterday they said that it's also a sexually transmittable disease.
Yeah,
What's
it
that?
moves through fluids.
what a monkeypox?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
moves
course,
through
I mean
fluids.
touch.
Nah, but fluids also, bro.
So it's
No,
like
dude,
AIDS.
dude,
Like to some degree,
yeah,
like
dude,
sexually
yesterday
transmitted.
I was
Now you
thinking,
can't-
yesterday I was thinking that, you know, with AIDS,
Yeah.
if you just put your tip inside, will you get it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how it works.
That's how it gets in.
No,
guys.
no, 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 no,
It
no.
gets in
no,
through.
no. I heard this.
Because I think you have like
listen,
strokes,
listen.
like
They
3
say
strokes
when you
in
get
your veins.
circumcised, right?
Yeah.
It reduces the chances of you getting an
Yeah,
STD
yeah.
or
That's so true.
getting
As-
HIV
No, it's actually
by
true.
like
I'm
90
telling
something
you, man,
percent.
like,
Yeah, it does.
Why?
Bro.
It's because they say that after you have sexual intercourse and you're not circumcised, when the foreskin closes,
Yeah.
it encloses
Yeah.
those
Those bacteria.
viruses and bacteria,
Yeah.
What?
and they develop
If
further.
you're what? If you're not,
If you're not circumcised,
if you're not
right?
yeah.
So when you have sexual intercourse, right? When you just after you're done with everything, the female fluids are enclosed within
You're talking about
your between the foreskin and the tip of your penis, right?
What if you take a shower?
But how many people take shower after sex?
No, but a shower doesn't, you know.
Nah,
No,
erase the
no, it would.
infection, bro.
No, I think it would.
No,
It
it
does.
doesn't.
It does.
It's like
no,
alcohol, bro.
not.
Nah, bro. You're
No,
not
it
putting
does.
alcohol in
It's
your
like-
dick.
No, it does.
Dog,
No,
I'm telling you,
Spirit.
man.
no,
Spirit.
that's
Or you
way.
need something
thing.
strong.
No,
Nah, dog.
get this.
Haven't you seen like on the movies when someone gets hurt and then they have to like, you know, pour
No,
some
that's to
yeast
kill
on?
bacteria.
Dude, that's
I mean,
fake.
yeah, no, it does work. You have to disinfect
That's
the
true,
area
bro.
Nah, it's a
because
myth.
there's bacteria all over your body right now.
Don't you watch movies?
Bro, what do you mean it's a myth?
It's not real, man.
So why they
It's a
just
movie. It's a
gradually-
movie, bro.
Ah,
No, it's disinfectant.
I can imagine
bro.
the director
It's a
saying,
movie.
"Get the alcohol, get the alcohol." It does make sense.
It's a
But
movie.
no, that's where the concept of circumcision comes in place. Because when your penis is just like there's nothing to cover it up, right? The bacteria it just goes dry.
It's a myth,
It's
bro.
exposed to air. It dries up really quick. And when it's dry, bacteria and viruses don't like dry environments. They like wet, warm, and soggy environments.
Like it.
So,
I'm joking.
Like in way? Like in way?
so
Like in way?
So like when your foreskin closes up, it's gonna be warm, it's gonna be wet, and it's gonna be that's where the bacteria and virus is gonna be like
This is a public health
Growing.
PSA, you know.
yeah, they should hire us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then monkeypox, I don't think it's gonna come to Zimbabwe. Because right now,
What if it's
I don't
already here?
think anything we never thought COVID was gonna come here. What do you think?
no, COVID was
Monkeypox
like,
is like iPhone?
international. No,
You're talking
COVID
like-
was like No, COVID was
You're
international.
talking about this is like
Like it's like
like
fashion.
the person, man.
like it's
you know,
fashion. No, like he's talking about like it's fashion.
COVID
like,
was international. This
Yeah.
items are just like it's in. It's not.
No, dog. But
Globalization,
you know, it started
bro.
like in Denmark, you know, like
What?
1959.
What?
monkeypox.
Monkeypox, yeah.
Really?
It's in Denmark.
Yeah. 1959.
I don't
That's
know,
like
that's-
the origin of the monkeypox thing.
But why
You
did
know,
why did they call it monkeypox?
Someone probably fucked the monkey.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because where's the go monkey
yeah,
pox?
people are weird, man. Like you see people doing it with
Well,
animals.
I wouldn't
With an animal,
get to
man.
there, but I feel like some people
Do like no,
were like, no, look at this.
Nah,
What about
dude.
that?
Nah.
Maybe
No, dude. To what extent would you have to be like, for you to do with an animal? How horny are you, man? To do with an animal,
you
man.
don't have to be horny for that. Maybe you have to be a psychopath.
To fuck with an animal.
Yeah,
But what is a
Maybe
psychopath?
you have
though?
to-
Or maybe
What-
it's those.
How would you define
I have a
psychopath?
theory.
a psychopath.
Yeah.
Mushonga.
What?
You know, you go to Mushonga.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Like-
then you have to
like-
do a monkey.
Yeah, like the witch doctor tells you.
Countries like Congo and shit.
Yeah.
No offense.
But you have to Google. What,
No
what,
offense.
how would you define a psychopath? You in your book. How would you define a psychopath?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. What would you call a psychopath? I feel like
A psychopath is someone with no emotions. Bro.
really,
Yeah.
like they don't
You think so? You
feel
think they have
anything.
no emotion?
Are we talking about psychopaths?
But from
We're
what I've
talking
heard about psychopath is like a psychopath is the type of person to kill someone and not
Yeah.
feel anything. Like you killed someone, but you have no reason. For no reason, you don't have a
What
reason
if,
to
it
do
turns
it.
them on.
What if they actually feel something?
It turns them on.
But then they choose to
turns them
be
on.
blind to
It turns
the
them
fact
on.
that
When you play GTA 5, when you killing game, do you feel something?
No, dude.
Just
it's
a
a
game,
game.
innit?
Yeah, maybe for them it's the same thing.
Nah, just
The serial life is
turns you on,
GTA.
man.
No,
Killing
like
people
the same
What?
feeling
Yeah,
For some of them,
Killing
not
people
all of
turns
them.
on.
yeah.
For some of them,
for
not all
some
of
people.
them.
Stabbing or seeing blood, just I don't know.
Being in control, it's about power.
But
Which, I mean, power,
What those,
I have-
what those desires originate from? You know, like
I think growing up,
It's
the way you're
trauma.
raised, the things you're exposed to.
It's trauma, bro.
how is it trauma?
It's trauma. Like from your
Childhood.
Childhood.
yeah, you know.
Like you failing to copy
Dude,
something.
dude, let me tell you something, bro. I was reading this stuff. That's why it's so important to know who you are,
Yeah,
because some of these traumas are
Yeah.
passed down from your,
the relatives,
Ancestors.
yeah.
generations, yeah.
It's like it's some
Like a
guy,
Yeah.
some sekuru of yours. He didn't treat those traumas.
Yeah.
Now they're being passed down to you.
But do you know who you are, man, as a person?
No, I don't know.
So how do you figure out to know who you are?
That's why you're supposed to know who you are. You should question, why am I acting like this? Why are you acting like this?
But are you able to actually figure it out?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. You should talk to your parents.
To
Sit
your
down with your
elders.
parents and
No, but
Yeah.
you know how it is in the African cultural norm. You know, like there's certain things you can talk about. You know, we have issues such as depression, which are undermined. You know, in the community, you can't dog. No going to dog if you say you're depressed, bro. Like you check.
But I feel like the older generation is opening up to depression and shit.
Is it?
Yeah. They're taking more care, they're noticing it more. But it depends on your situation,
Do you know?
on
What,
your people.
do you know what I think the older generation? The thing is, we're embracing depression and other things. The older generation never tolerated such,
Yeah.
so you never really knew, like I'm suffering. You know, even when you were suffering, the older
Yeah.
generation made fun of you suffering. So
Yeah.
hence you forgot that you were suffering.
I think it's because of the way they grew up. You know, I feel like women when they were growing up, they were taught to be mothers, and men were trained to be soldiers.
Yeah. Because get this, why that generation is, I think why the generation is considered to be tough is in the 1940s World War, or all those wars that happened, most of these men were trained to be soldiers. And as fathers, they were using it in a military term to raise their kids. And their kids were also at the military, but then when it came to our time, it was a bit toned down because I think your parents felt like, I don't want to treat my kids like this
But
because
wasn't
I
it
felt
better,
like
though?
this.
Wasn't it better though, you know, for men to remain the way they were during those times? You know, if you were to start acting like those men, you know, like in those day and age, you know, obviously they felt something, but then they didn't show it. You know, I feel like
is that good, man?
at times when you
Is
show
that
your
good?
emotion, I think it's a weakness. You know, I feel like
Nah.
to a certain degree.
That's how you become depressed.
Let me play the devil's advocate.
That's
here.
how you become depressed.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. If you hide your emotions, you become
Yeah.
depressed.
I don't think so, because if I'm choosing to be blind to something by choice, you know, that basically means that it doesn't exist.
Choosing
So how can something that I don't notice affect me?
It won't
get it.
see.
So it's one of those
it won't
ignorance
affect,
is
it will
bliss.
affect the people
Yeah.
around you, dude. It will affect the people around you. To affect the people around you. You're depressed. All right.
No.
They-
I think what he's saying is
You get
no.
I check.
He's saying that if you from the times those guys were growing, those guys were growing, right?
Yeah.
Depression wasn't a thing. You feel me? No one would say I'm
was,
depressed.
it was.
No,
Depression
no
was
one
big.
called it depression. No one
Yeah.
used to say, I'm depressed. Like
Yeah.
the way people say, like, I need to go to a psychologist. I feel like if you lived back in the day in those guys, and
Yeah.
you were the person you are, I feel like most of them would like be disgusted by that.
Dude, don't you think that's why some of those guys didn't
Yeah, like it
live for a
embarrassed,
long
bro,
time
like-
because they didn't
Huh?
didn't their life expectancy like drop because they didn't like cater for the mental part.
Would
You
you
died,
say
dude.
mentally? Those guys, I think they lived long.
Nah,
the only
they didn't.
issue is those
Which
guys
guys?
were exposed.
Which guys?
People from the older generation.
Nah, they
Nah,
didn't.
bro.
The only reason why they didn't live long is because of the wars. But if of
And
course
also
when you're
depression, bro.
you think
Mental
depression?
illness is because when you're depressed, bro, you become stressed, high blood pressure. You know, you die.
No, of course yes. But like, how long are you gonna be depressed? I don't think those guys had time for depression, bro.
You mentioned
Yeah.
something. You mentioned something about war here. Would you say, to a certain degree, based on how the population is growing and how everything is happening, would you say that there's a need for like war is necessary evil?
For what?
We
To-
need war. We
to
need
what?
people to die.
That's what is. This
No,
one,
I don't think war is a necessity.
to like control the population.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think it's a good. See, the thing with wars is you
Like,
can't
you
control
just let
wars.
Mother Nature do it, man.
What?
Yeah, like look at the animals.
Now people are
Look at the
fighting over
animals.
land. Over land,
Dude, look at the
bro.
animals. You know how animals control the what do you call it?
Huh?
Their population.
Natural
Oh,
selection.
there's
Yeah.
predators and prey, the natural
Okay.
cycle.
Yeah,
but
like
then with us,
lions
there's no
kill
predators
that
and
thing,
there's
and
no prey. We're the
diseases,
apex.
bro. It's like fucking monkeypox. See?
But then those are man-made, I suspect.
You think so?
But I think you know what? I feel
No,
like
no.
even though if we were to have something that is very dangerous, you know, like
Monkeypox.
I don't know, monkeypox, be it COVID, or whatever it is, you know, I feel like the human beings here, they're always gonna be, you know, incremental. You know, like we're always gonna increase in number. You know, because maybe you have a case where people are dying naturally, like out of five, when 5 people die, you know, that probably means like 20 people have been born in the moment.
Is that a fact or you just
No, no,
But
no, no, no.
things
Of
are
course, there's
actually
more people
changing.
that are born than people dying because the population is it's genuinely.
But that's
increasing.
actually changing because people are having sex less, so less kids.
It depends. China's not. India's not.
Now it's actually slowing down.
Well, slowing down.
Slowing down, bro.
See, slowing down.
There's less people being born, bro.
See, slowing down like from 200 to like 90 to like 190, and slowing down from like 100 to 50. You know, it's
Nah,
not
they're
much.
slowing down, bro. I'm telling you. They're slowing down.
But why is their population 1 point something billion, dude?
Because they were doing it too much in the past.
you know, now going back to the you said Kuti, if someone says Kuti they're depressed, you said Mamipo.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
yeah.
spiritual.
spiritual, you know, interview, whatever. Yeah, but do you think that depression is spiritual? Though? Do you think God actually intended for people to be depressed? Like, do you think it's a godly, sanctioned thing for people to be depressed, or, you know?
I think it's a mentality thing. I mean, you take an egg, a bad egg,
Yeah.
right, and then you raise it in a place where there's happiness. I
Okay.
mean, of course, you might not be the happiest around.
Yeah.
But I mean, depression is the last thing you're thinking about.
So you're saying depression is a product of your environment, and it has nothing to do with spiritual interferences and
Nah, I don't think
Think about-
depression is something to do with spirituality, man. If you're depressed, you're depressed, bro.
No, okay. Well, let's define
Some-
depression. What is depression?
You search it up.
The big sad.
depression.
You can search
Depression
it
is a state where you just
up.
need
Said for a long time.
to rest deeply. You know, like, you need some deep rest. You feel me?
That's
Nah.
not depression,
You
bro.
need to like chill. You need to like lay back. You
Nah,
know.
that's not depression.
That's not depression.
You think so?
That's not
I
depression.
think. Okay,
Depression
I think
is
I would
sad
say
for a
like
long
it's a deeper or heightened state of sadness or like
yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
It
of
affects
or
your-
mental confliction.
So it goes beyond sadness.
Yeah, it goes beyond sadness.
Yeah, it
Okay.
affects.
Yeah.
You're so sad that it affects your daily
so
routine.
Gaku, tell us about, you know, one of your
What is love?
cases where you were depressed. You know, what had happened? What was going through your mind?
You know what had happened.
What made you be? What made
Yeah,
you to be
we
able
might
to,
know,
like,
but they
to, like,
don't know.
what
They
made-
don't
what-
know.
What made you to be able to, you know,
What
get
makes
to
you
that
sad?
to that point where you're like, you know what, I need to get up on my feet. I need to focus. I'm a man with ambition. You know, I need to do better than. I need to feel better than I'm feeling now, man. What
Before
made
you answer,
what made you get
When
the?
Gaku
He wants-
went
he
to-
wants
when
to read the
Gaku went to
description
use
of-
it and he saw this girl being taken by a nigga with a G-Wagon.
GT6.
Yeah, that's when he was like, yeah, GD6. That's when he was like,
Okay, Taz gonna read the definition of.
okay, a group of conditions
Your mic is not on
associated.
your mouth.
They can hear me, bro. A group of conditions associated with the elevation or lowering of a person's mood, such as depression or bipolar disorder.
That's what?
That's
Then
depression.
there's read the clinical one.
Clinical depression, a mental health disorder characterized by persistently depressed mood or loss of interest in activities causing significant impairment in daily activities.
Yeah, so it affects your daily routines.
Yeah. So,
No,
Gabo,
of course it does. Like it
So
affects
you're
your
not eating
livelihood.
because you're
No,
sad.
you're just not interested in everything. I think we're desensitized. I think that's the issue with drugs. You know, they say people think drugs is like the product itself is what changes you, but they say that in your mind, you know how there's this reward uh, hormone
Punishment.
or something, dopamine.
Okay, yeah.
They say when you've depleted your dopamine, you become like
Hungry
Enter the
for
stage
more.
of
and
depression.
yeah, you're not interested in anything because like no matter what you do, you don't feel that feeling of this is
Okay,
nice.
So how about if we put it this way, that your personality, personality traits, with people who are extroverted, introverted, things like that, people are narcissistic, etc. So can we actually say that someone who is an introvert, probably that means that they don't feel happy as much. I'm just speculating. So does that mean that they're prone to being depressed? They have no outlet. They just when they
Yeah.
go through things,
Yeah,
they're just like, you know what, I can do this on my own.
yeah, you'd be depressed.
Well, with an introvert, I think it's a
You'd be
tricky
depressed.
situation because
no.
I used to
You
be
have
an
no
introvert.
one, dude.
No,
You
no,
have
no.
no one to talk
I
to.
don't
That's
think
not
that's
being
the thing.
depressed.
No, to lead to
With
depression.
introverts,
How?
they don't need people to release their energy. I feel.
Okay.
I used to be an introvert.
Yeah.
There's things that give you joy,
Okay.
but I feel like with introverts, it's more materialistic
Okay.
than people because when you're an introvert, I mean, it's not like you don't talk
Yeah.
to people at all. You
Yeah.
have your group of people,
Yeah.
but then having a limited number of people you can
Yeah.
talk to limits the amount of, let's just say, release
Okay.
of energy you can like.
So do you think
let go.
introverts are socially aware,
Stop
about
shaking the dick.
what's going on, in the outside world, or they're just living, within their head?
It depends. When I used to be an introvert, let me not lie to you, I was in my head.
Okay.
I mean, everyone wants to be in that space where I'm like, it's okay. You know, where you tell yourself like the world is like A, B, and C, but
Yeah.
like you don't really know the definition of the world. It's like the world that our parents create for us as children,
Okay.
Yeah.
where they protect us from a lot of things, and we don't know that
Yeah.
they're doing that for us. Like
Okay.
when it comes to a lot of things, like when they say don't do this, don't do that,
Yeah.
and you only realize that, well, this world is messed up
Yeah.
when they're not in your space,
Okay.
And I think that's when I want to say that's when you truly start living,
Yeah.
but that's when you see the reality of life. But
Okay.
we like to create this world or this bubble where we believe that the things are like A, B, and C because it makes us feel better. But in reality, deep down, we know or we don't want to know
Yeah.
the harsh truth of
But
reality.
is it a good thing now? You mentioned something about our parents, So do you mean to say that when parents are raising us, they must raise us, to know that there is chaos outside, there's a dragon, that wants to eat us alive,
Is that
Yeah.
how? Yeah, is that how
There's this
you're gonna
concept
raise
that
your-
says that,
your
like
kids?
Yeah.
every gingerbread house there's a witch who wants to devour the children, that type of thing. So I think that also speaks into how parents must raise their children, like in as much as they want us to stay in the gingerbread house, we must be aware that at least there's a witch in the house, like
Yeah.
not everything is candy.
I think it depends on the kind of parents. But for what I've seen is from the conversations that I've had, it's one of those where they don't want you distracted. Okay, let's just say on the topic of witchcraft.
Yeah.
Parents don't want you to be thinking about there's this person that's bewitching who and who.
Yeah.
Because they don't want your mental state to be worried about things that
Yeah.
seemingly are obsolete or don't quite matter.
Yeah.
They want to channel your minds towards what they feel is important, which is education
Okay.
and growing up like in a good spirit where you can focus on your education and
check.
your school more. But imagine you're out here growing up and then you're worried about relationships, you're worried about things that just distract people from like the ultimate goal. Well, their ultimate goal. But I think that's what they believe is best for you because no one else has more experience than them. Well, in your surroundings. So they know more. Well, not all of them are right, but I feel like some of them, they just throw the general consensus of like a theory, like whatever everyone else's parents are doing, I should be doing too, so that like
Okay.
no one has true answers or a book.
Okay.
you
Yeah,
know.
man, no one
They're
has
all
the-
learning.
Yeah, no,
exactly.
yeah,
That's
dude.
true.
No one has the
something
blueprint,
that
bro. No one has the
that
blueprint.
I realized that our parents, they are not trained to be parents.
Yeah.
Like they become parents, the exact moment you become a child as well. So when you're learning how to grow up, you're learning how to be a human being, how to be a child, how to be an adult and stuff. They're also learning how to handle, you at a certain level as well, So I feel like we need to have a certain mercy on our parents as well, you know, that they're also learning how to do this thing, you know, like it also happened to them, you know, as much as it happened to us. So I feel like there needs to be, you know, yeah.
But things have changed. You know, you can't raise your child the way you grew up. You know. Now we have like internet and stuff.
Social media.
Yeah. I feel like kids these days are raised. To be honest, yeah, my
On the
parents
internet.
are there, but the internet,
You
the
keep-
internet. I
the
won't lie
internet's
to
raising
you.
your
The
iPad-
internet really
iPad
does
kids.
affect what happens to you. You know,
Yeah.
because the stuff or the knowledge you have about tech, about anything as a whole. It's not like my parents are coming to me and say, you know, the latest iPhone. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like, or even friends. I guess friends, yes, they do also help with that. But like, when you go on the internet, you find stuff off the internet, and
Yeah.
it depends where you go. But the internet is so broad. There's like a dark side, a really dark side, you know,
Yes.
and there's a good side. But I feel like once in a while, I
You should
mean,
monitor.
because of adverts.
You should monitor.
But how do you monitor someone's on the phone? You know, I mean,
Ah,
they're also
like
on their phone. at all
Parental
time.
controls.
Yeah.
Nah, who's doing that, guys? No, like really,
There's always a loophole there.
there's always a loophole. These kids.
So just let them do whatever they want.
No, I'm not saying. to let
Watch
them do it.
YouTube yoga
I feel like
videos.
What if they end
Disconnect.
up
Yoga,
discovering
that's how it
something that
starts.
they
Yeah, YouTube yoga. That's how it starts.
I feel like
What happens
there needs to be a
if you-
disconnect.
Bro, naked people doing yoga on YouTube.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like naked.
Naked.
What?
Wait.
You
I'm
joke.
telling.
Okay, wait. They're wearing clothes. right?
No,
They're wearing some sort of.
no, brother. Naked.
This is the first time I'm hearing this.
Fully naked.
Check it.
No. You're not checking it.
No, but
Nah,
seriously.
someone's gonna check it after this.
Nah.
No,
I bet
yeah,
you type
we've just messed up some
Yeah,
people.
someone's going to check it out.
Not someone, I bet.
A lot of people are going to check it out.
Naked
Yoga, bro.
But honestly
And they
speaking,
don't
though,
do that.
the internet does affect, like,
Naked yoga, bro.
yeah.
Okay.
Why? What's the
Yo,
point?
dude, that's
though?
how
What's-
wicked niggas
Is it
are.
necessary? You know, to do
It's
yoga
not.
once
I
in
think
a
the
while?
world has become too woke. Like, we're beginning to accept. You know, they say that in
Is
this
it become
modern-
too woke or is it
Wicked.
become too blind?
Wicked, bro.
So I just want to take it. I just want to take this moment to shout out to one of our sponsors, Groovy Graphics. We thank you guys for
We have sponsors?
yeah.
Oh, really?
So shout out to Groovy Graphics for helping us, you know, with this setup and also
Okay.
for their cameras and the editing, which they're gonna do after this. After
Even
this
Sarah.
podcast. So yeah, don't forget to
Groovy graphics.
Groovy graphics.
Yeah, get
Shout out Groovy graphics.
Whoever-
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to those guys.
Alright. You know, as a human being, you know, like I have good things and I feel good. You know, like it's like you right now.
There's enough
Like,
flexing
what
to
you're wearing.
girls.
I don't care about girls, man.
Ah,
It's like
Oh,
about you.
really?
Like it's some of my friends and my family goes, you know.
Your future wife. You don't care about your future
I
wife.
care about those, but I'm obviously I care about every human being on a general level, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah, but you're saying you dream for yourself, but you're also saying
for
Kuti,
myself.
you attract a future wife with the things you have.
When did I say it?
Um,
Did I say that?
Now I'm
No, he
asking.
did say that.
I'm asking.
I was
Yeah, he
surprised.
did say
It's
that.
common style, and I'm like,
I'm asking.
Did I say
No,
that?
you did say that.
I'm asking.
What's the quick? Come again?
Kuti, with the things you have, right?
Yeah.
Won't they attract like a future wife or something? Because if you have nothing,
I think they will, but at the end of the day, I don't want to attract someone for the wrong reasons, you know. Because if someone comes to me right now and be like, "Yo, I'm Styles, you got like a, I don't know, 14 Pro Max, whatever, 15 Pro Max, whatever," and then they're into me. Okay, what happens when the phone gets stolen and then I can't afford the other phone? You check. What am I gonna do now?
I think that's what's wrong with most relationships nowadays.
Yeah.
It's become more of a transaction than it's
But
materialistic transaction.
isn't it a transaction?
No, there is a transaction, but you
It's
see,
unspoken.
if no, like the transaction with materialistic things are different from the transaction where I genuinely like. What was the topic you asked me a question?
Material.
about
Materialistic things.
transaction.
Yeah, the
transaction.
transaction. I mean, okay, let's say I like a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like her because of how she looks, obviously,
Mm.
right? I like her because of character. I like how her presence makes me feel, you know.
Okay.
Bunda.
But
Yeah, man.
Bunda.
Let's just keep it real.
yeah,
Let's keep it real, man.
yeah, right.
But just hold that thought, you know. Someone once asked me a question.
Yeah.
You know, some time ago.
Yeah.
There's this girl that I was talking to at that point in time, and then he asked me, he said, "Does she make you feel like a man?" You know, and that's a deep question.
What is that, man?
Like when you're with a girl, man, does she make you feel like a man? You know, like because you need to know, like you're performing within your role. You know, you don't feel like.
But then I feel like the question is lost. Why does someone have to make you feel like what you're supposed to be?
Oh, now that's
Yeah, because he's supposed to be a man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
if
yeah.
you are
So
what you
does
are,
a
why
woman
does someone
define
have
a
to make
man?
you
Does
feel
a woman
No,
make you a
Doc,
man?
haven't you met like women who like try
No.
to undermine you like all the time? In as much as
It's
you
a lost cause,
But
man.
as I
That's
mean,
what I'm saying.
It's a lost cause.
Like,
Where do you find those women? Huh?
but there's
Yeah.
Those
people,
women who undermine you.
Yeah, where do you find those at?
but I feel like
that's
there's
a lost
people that
Where do you
actually-
find them? Huh? Jump ship. Huh? Where'd you find them?
so what's that? Jim, what?
No, but like-
It's a lost cause, bro.
no, but seriously though, I feel like there's some people that like that kind of woman. you
What?
know,
The
where,
question
like,
is
they like a woman.
A strong
that's, like,
woman.
A strong woman, you know. Well,
Can you handle it?
no, it depends.
Can
Those
you handle the
I
thing,
feel,
man?
I
You're
think it
big,
depends. I think there's a lot of strong women you've seen with like. Well, I'm not gonna say weak men. I'm not gonna define weak men.
Yeah.
But wait, when you look at them, you can see like the woman is like the one that's like holding it down. You feel me?
Okay.
But does that make the man less of a man? That's just because the woman is performing better than than the men.
Okay.
I feel like there's a lot of women out there
Bro,
that
I saw this YouTube video. It was a weird YouTube video about this Nigerian man saying, "Kuti, if you don't have money, no one will respect you."
Yeah, bro. That's
Well,
just the world we live
I think
in, you know.
well, let's go back to the Bible where the Bible
Bible.
kind of indicates that the man should be the provider.
Mm.
So I feel like in this generation it's a bit amplified, where like if you're a man and you're not providing, what are you doing?
Reject.
And okay, how do you?
It's hard. You can't provide.
There's this.
You can provide a little bit, but not everything.
Well, I feel like
So how are you supposed to date girls with no money? Huh?
these days.
How are you supposed to do it with
These
no
days I
money?
feel like it's
Yeah,
more complex. Back then, was providing was just hunting, getting a cow,
Yeah.
and providing
you
food on
date
the table.
if you're
But these
broke?
days, it's more than food on the table. It's G-wagons and,
Can you date when you're broke?
and Lamborghinis.
Can you date when you're
Yeah,
broke?
man. Can you
Because you're
actually
competing
date when
against
you're
older men also. You know that.
Well, you can date.
But it has always been like they're competing with older men. But now it's more amplified.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you can date now, but can you keep the person? That's the thing. I mean, to get into the relationship, it's easy, you know.
Now.
Hey, can we?
Because you gotta go on dates and you got no money.
But is dating particularly going on dates or like just
Yeah,
being
dude.
with someone?
Spending.
You gotta
time,
meet.
Spending,
Okay, what if we
time,
say-
Spending
what if we
time with
say-
someone. Just spending time with someone.
What do we say in
Quality time.
Westgate? And
Yeah.
she's in Zimra Park.
Uh-huh.
What are you gonna do?
Zimri Park.
Hey, globalization. You know what I mean?
Dude, you just
Hello.
You don't have money, bro.
nah,
For fun.
bro. Like
Nah, to go and see her.
you just meet up in town, bro. It doesn't have to be that deep.
I mean,
But now that depends on the what's it called, the social class of the person as well. You know, if you're dating someone who is top class, you know, that type of thing. Some of these people, they won't be comfortable, you know, being in
Coming
town.
to town.
You know, there's so many people in town. It's so crowded and flooded. You know, they're not comfortable.
Yes.
But I feel like someone who's able to pull up in town is probably someone, you know, like they're coming from like, you know, a medium type of thing. You know, like mid-class type of thing.
Yeah, there's some-
Obviously, they might actually say no. You know,
Now there are nice
yes,
spots in town, dude. It depends where you
no,
go.
they're
There's some
nice spots, but
spots in town.
here's what I've got. I've got that if someone really genuinely likes you,
Yeah.
you're not gonna make an excuse. You feel me?
that's so true.
Like,
I
Plus,
agree.
bro, dude, if your aunt likes you, all this, she won't even
ask,
yeah,
bro.
she
She'll
wants
be
to
like-
spend time with you,
no,
man.
she'll
Even
be
in town, she'll come.
No, she'll consider
come.
you. She'll be like,
She'll
this
just
guy
pull up.
stays so far away from town. Like, and I also stay far away from where he is.
So you're saying in overall,
She'll pull
women are considerate to the guys they like.
Yeah.
If they don't like you, you're in trouble.
But
Yeah,
where are you
I
even
think so.
gonna find a girl?
No,
like
no,
that?
no, no.
Yeah,
Wait.
where are we gonna find these girls? Because
Wait.
I feel like
You
in
just
this
walk
day and
outside.
age, you know, I feel like it takes a lot.
Just walk
to be
outside, bro.
honest. It takes a
To meet
lot
someone.
to meet someone and bag someone who's really like down for you like that. Because I feel like right now it's like we're living in a competitive market when it comes to, you know, this whole dating thing.
I'm about to say something very controversial.
So-
Say it.
like that,
right?
Say it.
But get this.
Yes.
I got that. Ugly girls are the
Don't
best.
call them ugly.
Okay.
Call them use a nicer word.
Ugly to
Okay.
me. Ugly
Ugly
to me.
girls.
No, use the word unattractive. I
Yeah.
think that's
Okay.
a better word. Yeah.
Unattractive
Thank you.
girls.
Yes.
To me.
To
To
be
you,
politically
to you,
correct.
to you.
To me,
Exactly.
right? Or to other people. Right? They have
Yeah.
a better personality.
Okay.
Why?
That's so true, man.
It's because I heard that.
What?
No, pretty
That's the truth.
pretty
That's
people
the
have it easy. I mean, if you're pretty and everyone is like, guys, let's go out for ice cream.
Yeah.
He's paying. People are just gonna be like, yeah, let me pay because I wanna impress
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
pretty girl, and
Yeah.
they always have their way,
Yeah.
you know. So they never have to work hard to have like a
That's so
genuine
true.
character.
That's so
You know,
true.
even like unattractive guys. I mean, those are the guys that have to have money. They have to have so many
Yeah.
things going on in their lives to attract. They have to be funny. See, it's how many attractive people do you know are funny?
We've known each other for a long time.
Uh-huh.
It's like you're saying attractive people have no personality.
Yeah.
So I can name one person we all know here who's attractive. Who all of us think is they attractive. And you all say, Kuti, I'm not gonna name, but are you all gonna say, Kuti, they have no personality?
No.
So what you saying?
It's not a general consensus.
Because they're attractive people with the personality.
I think
They're there.
as per what I noticed, yeah, with girls is that if they are pretty, 10 out of 10, yeah, their personality is a bit shallow. They are not deep, man. They lack that
Substance.
That
Please.
substance. But with guys now. With
Yeah,
men,
guys is different.
with men it's different.
We're not talking about men.
With men, the thing is we're just like trying to like
up.
balance comparison.
Shut up.
With men, the thing is that if the guy is money, if they're like back like that, the personality it's not that
Nah.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's true. Like guys with money, right? They have less of a personality.
Yeah.
So
In
if
fact,
you get
no, not
money,
just guys. I think generally,
dude, if you get money, you now become
it
you
depends.
don't have a
Depends.
personality.
They say money doesn't.
Money changes
money
people,
doesn't. Money. No, they say money doesn't change people.
Yeah.
Money shows you who
Sure,
people really are.
Yeah.
Sagagaku.
Yeah.
When you get money,
Yes,
when you
when I
get
get
money,
money.
you become like this guy with no personality. You change. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, get this. I think when it
Depends,
comes with
that's-
money, there's this level you think you are. Like I'm this guy, and no one wants to see you as a joke, and you don't want to see yourself as a joke. You begin to like elevate yourself or put yourself at a standard where you're like, I'm this kind of a person, and if I'm seen speaking like this, people will undermine me or not take me seriously. I want to be taken seriously because my wallet is serious. You feel me? That's how some of these people think. I don't speak for everyone, but like I feel like that's how when people have money, it's like you change as a person because it's like when people become celebrities. Some people will be like, dude, do you know who I am? You feel me? And they're your friend, you've known them your whole life, and then they say, do you know who I am? Why are you speaking to me like this?
I became famous and like, you know who I am?
Yeah, something like that, So it's like now saying like know your place, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's money doesn't really change people. It shows you who they truly are. It removes everything. It shows you who they truly are. It amplifies what's within.
I think it does that because money removes the substance of need. It's like you don't need anything from anyone because you can get it when
Because you're rich.
that type of thing.
You money.
So I think
Money.
maybe that's why some people have to be poor, because if they had access, to, like think about it.
Tweaking, bro.
Maybe
Tweaking, bro.
No, like
Tweaking,
maybe
man.
that's the reason why.
No,
maybe God-
it's good
Maybe
tweaking,
that's the
bro.
reason why God
Nah.
doesn't answer some prayers because it's like you pray.
So
for
you're
like-
saying some people deserve to be poor?
Not deserve.
Let me
But-
tell you the truth. Yes.
Huh?
Yes, some people deserve to be poor. Why? Because if they were not poor, then we would have trouble in
Whoa. Some people deserve to. Why them?
No,
Why
because-
them?
Okay,
No,
wait.
if
Hear
they
me
had
out.
the
Hear
thing.
me out.
Nah,
You
no
cannot-
one deserves to be
you-
poor, bro.
Hear me out. You cannot have something that you cannot manage. Would you want something that you cannot manage? That type of thing. It's like, let me give an example with God. Genesis 3, that type of thing. Is it 3? No? 1? Yeah? I'm not sure about the chapter. Okay, let me stop mentioning.
You
chapter.
just said
Why is the thing?
Some people deserve to
God
be
never
poor.
made it right until there was someone in the garden to manage the whole thing, the whole trees growing and stuff like that. So that's the same thing that applies in our lives. Whereby you cannot have something if you don't have the principle of management. You check, like you have to be able to manage the things that you pay.
I think it goes back to the topic that I was saying. Like, sometimes in life we go like God has a plan for us,
Okay.
and then we go out of those plans, out of God's plans,
Yeah.
to do our own thing because we believe we know what's best for us.
Okay.
I see where he's coming from. Let's
Wait,
just say
where-
right now
where
you're
is he
poor.
coming from?
Let's say right now you're poor, right?
some people.
Right?
Just saying.
No, right now you're poor and you're happy. Like life is great right now. And then you're like, man, like, because you're comparing with someone else who has a G-Wagon and other things.
People
You're
deserve
like,
to be
this
poor.
guy is happier because he's looking down on me. I'm waiting for a combi and he's just driving through.
Yeah.
I'm having to sweat and be
And you deserve
cramped. No, I'm
You
not saying
deserve to live their
I'm
life.
not saying you deserve.
Nah, me, I just
But
feel
maybe
everyone
that's the better life than the person that's in. You know what? We're going back to the topic of depression, right?
Nah, no.
Would you rather be depressed but rich, or happy but poor? Pick one.
I'll be rich, bro. Like for real, because I think the money I would possess would give me the ability to be able to overcome my depression.
The pan is
No.
the You end up
just say
killing
you couldn't
yourself, bro.
Let's
Yeah.
just say you don't overcome that depression.
You know, the rich
and
ones
it's like a
will just-
sickness. Like
Would just kill themselves, yeah.
I would still be depressed. There's medication for depression.
see, that's the thing.
There's no medication for poverty.
There is.
But then
What is it?
You guys make it seem like poverty is such a bad thing.
It is,
Is it a
bro.
good thing? Is it a
No,
good thing?
no, 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 no.
Is it a
Okay,
good thing?
okay. Let's define poverty.
Dude.
Namo.
Okay,
Poverty-
Namo.
No, search it up.
Poverty is the inability to be able to access
poverty
the
is not
things that
good,
you want
bro.
in your life.
Poverty
That's
is not
poverty.
good, dude.
Here's what you
Poverty
said.
is not
This is the
good.
best part I like.
Dude,
I
imagine-
like the fact that you said want and not need.
Need. Okay, let me replace. Need. Yeah, let me use the word need.
Okay, let's get the internet
Dude,
definition.
poverty is not
I think
good,
my
bro.
definition is gonna be pick. You know, it's gonna be better than the
Poverty is a state or condition in which a person or community lacks the financial resources and other essentials for a minimum standard of
You're not
living.
that good.
Minimum standard of living.
But you're still alive, guys. Okay,
no.
think.
Are you
Okay,
poor, man? Are you
Okay,
considering
you're
yourself?
struggling.
no, I'm not saying
You're
I'm
struggling,
poor,
bro.
but you know what?
You're struggling to.
Here's the thing that I realized
Meat, bro.
about life that I've learned also sort of.
Yeah.
People make it seem like pain is a bad thing.
It is.
Or unhappiness is a bad thing, right? But then they say that the more pain you feel, the happier you'll be the next day. Not like saying like, let's just say you were suffering today, right? And you
Got
were
through
hungry.
it.
Oh, you guys have gone through hunger and thirst, right?
Yeah.
How important is water to you when you're thirsty? How do you dream of that basic water, the water that's just right there? Like the one you just be like, it's just water. When you're thirsty, when you're really thirsty and you drink water.
I think it also goes to this concept. I don't know if you know the song that goes like, you only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Like, you only know that something is important to you when it has been withdrawn from you.
Yeah.
That type of thing. And I think,
Yeah.
Continue. Sorry.
so I think that concept, it just works, you know. Like,
Okay, so with that concept, would you go back to a girl you fumbled?
Okay, I'm coming.
would I go to a girl I fumbled?
Yeah, because now you know she's a good thing, but she's gone. Would you go back?
Exactly. Would you go back?
If she was a good thing, why would I live?
There are complications. You fuck up in some way.
Yeah. Life happens.
Now went back. Now went back.
What?
Did you go back?
You went back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
did
may
go
have
back.
gone back a couple of times.
Now I've gone
But
back.
I think
Not a couple of times, once only, because couple of times.
You learn from your mistakes. So tell us, is it a good
I think
thing?
here's the thing. I feel like relationships are good, you know, like romantically and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think relationships end, you know, because
When reality hits.
exactly, and also
you figure out
and
this nigga's
also
broke,
when there's
you can't
and
buy
also
me
when
that
there's no
wig.
growth in the relationship. You know, I feel like relationships are all about what's it called? Growth, yeah.
Do when
You water
reality
me,
hits,
I water you as well. You know, so if it gets to the point where one is just now pouring or there's no water left in the tank, then I feel like that's
So
fine.
what was the outcome of
No, I've
going
seen,
back?
I've seen that.
Don't go back.
the outcome of going back.
Yeah,
I
was
think-
it good? Was it bad? All of the times.
No, that
Was it ever
depends.
good?
No, that depends
It's never
on your
good.
definition of good. You feel? Because
But like,
for
would
me,
you
I,
go-
Not about closure. Did you get it back?
did I get it back? Maybe. Did I get you back? I don't know, man. You win some, you lose some.
Mine was bad. I should have gone back.
Yeah,
It was a
tell us-
mistake.
Tell us about it. Man.
Was it high school?
Yeah.
Cry. Did
In
you cry,
uni.
man?
Nah, I cried in high school once.
I check you, man.
Yeah, then I went back. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone back. That was a mistake.
To crying.
Wait,
Crying for your
going back was the mistake or not
Never
going
cry
back
for a
was the
girl.
mistake?
Nah, dude.
Going back was a mistake.
Yeah, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
You never cried for a girl.
Me.
Yeah.
no, I think it's because I did it early.
Have you?
Me.
Jamba.
Well, it depends.
Uramba.
I'm just gonna be dark. I'm actually being real.
Okay,
Yeah, I
when did you
tried.
start dating?
Like properly,
First-
officially. My
No,
professional.
no, no. When
my
did you
professional
no.
dating career?
When you thought you started
Dude,
dating?
what-
When
what
did you
is
start
that?
dating?
What is professional dating?
professional. When
That's professional dating.
when I was now
And I'm a pro
professionally,
dater.
professionally speaking, I started dating. I think in lower six. That's
No,
when I
no, no,
started.
no.
Maybe
When did
form
you
four.
start dating?
Form 4, that's when I
When
started.
did you start like properly dating? Where you thought, I'm dating this person?
Professionally.
Not professionally, dude. What is that? No, like when did you say
Serious
I'm
relationship,
dating?
dude.
I
A
started
serious,
dating.
a serious relationship, dude.
Not serious. No. When did you say you were dating? Like where you were like,
In upper
this is
six.
my girlfriend.
In upper 6. Lower 6, I mean.
Wait,
Yeah,
let him
maybe-
speak. Let
maybe
the man
like-
speak.
Maybe like form 4, man.
Form 4.
Form 4. Form 4.
Form 4. What about you, Ta?
I don't know, bro. One go.
What about you, Nick?
Yeah, Form 4.
Form 4. That's when you guys like
Yeah.
say that.
No,
Grade
grade 7.
five.
What are you going to say?
No.
Grade
Grade
Nah, nah,
7,
nah.
grade
When I
7,
when I
grade
properly
7.
started
Grade
dating, you
7.
guys were
Grade 7.
there. That was
Primary school.
That was no. That was
Primary
after Form 1.
Primary school.
Phone 2.
Form 2.
Was
when
it
Form 2
real though
started.
when you're dating at this age? Like, were you
Yeah, it's real,
emotionally
man.
equipped?
It was
It's
real.
It's real. It's real.
It
Are you
was
sure?
no, it was
Yeah.
real.
Crazy.
I know. I know. Okay, feelings are feelings, you guys.
Yeah.
But-
like feelings at an older age and feelings at a younger age. Feelings are feelings. I mean,
But
people-
is there a way that one can get stronger, you know, like in terms of the emotional thing is and stuff like. Because I feel like the same way a heartbreak would hit me like 3 years ago, if I get a heartbreak now, it's the same thing. You know,
Nah, it'll be
It's
different.
from-
it's different.
Because they've been through it.
Yeah, dude.
You know how to manage it.
Yeah.
Live and learn, bro.
maybe you know how to manage, but then the pain is the same. Pain is pain. You know, like.
Yeah,
So-
pain feels the same,
Wait,
but
stop,
you know how
stop,
to
stop,
manage.
stop, stop. Camera person is saying it gets worse.
Gets
Camera
worse.
person is gonna be shy from
Yeah.
this, which she's
Yeah.
not. Oh, it's a he or she is not gonna speak,
Yeah.
but
She's gonna nod. He or she's gonna nod.
yeah, we're just gonna get like Morse code kind of speech from her. So camera
We'll
person,
get subtitles.
yeah. So yeah, I'll add the subtitles.
Yeah, camera
So camera person,
give us your opinion.
what is your opinion? Do you think it gets worse or it does not get worse? Just to clarify, he or she says it gets worse. Okay, it's a she. Let me
But
stop.
it does kind of make sense because now you're getting older, you're getting good. When
Nah, it
get
shouldn't
married
get
and
worse.
shit.
No.
It doesn't get
Wanna
worse.
get married and
I feel
shit.
like-
Because you've
I
been
feel
through it. You've been through it.
I feel like the low of
You've been
experience
through
doesn't
it.
help out around here. You know
It
why?
does.
Because it's like you right now. If you get bent, here on the same spot like today, and then it happens again after 3 weeks, it's gonna be painful. It's
No,
your
you
flesh.
get
It's still
used
the
to
same
the
part.
pain.
No,
If you
pain
keep-
is pain, right?
If you keep getting burnt, you get used to pain.
You know what they say? Diamonds are made under pressure.
But how many outbreaks, man, can you tolerate when you before you get the point?
I think you get desensitized
Investing
to
more.
certain things.
When you're
Aren't you
older.
investing more?
When you're older.
Yeah, right now, you're investing more time, more money, more whatever.
Because I personally feel like I'm one of those people who never learn. You know, when it comes to these things, I
Yeah.
think.
So that's your problem.
No, it's
That's
not
a big problem.
That's
Ah,
no,
problem.
That's not a problem.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
That's not a
That's a
that's
you
not a
problem.
problem.
That's
I
a
feel
you
like-
problem.
I feel like the world
Dude,
needs more
he-
love. You know, like to be honest, to be real.
But you can't keep doing the same
Dude, you can't
mistake,
love
brother.
someone who doesn't love you, bro.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is?
You can't do that.
No,
sure.
no, listen.
Are you sure you can?
No,
that's
I found the thing.
Bro, no.
You can't love someone who can't love
But
you,
the
bro.
problem is,
Yeah.
you're willing to love someone else more than you love yourself.
Check.
Exactly.
Nah, that's
I think that's the real problem. Because if you loved yourself more, and if you really loved yourself, you wouldn't tolerate stuff like that.
Exactly.
But because you don't
This
love
is-
yourself as much as you love this person, you allow them to do certain
Yeah.
things.
There's this one of my quotes. Yeah, it says treat yourself like someone you're responsible for helping. You know, that type of thing. Like that's the only way you can be able to, you know, love yourself. You know, like you cannot love your neighbor. You know, if you don't love yourself. You know, because that same treatment you're gonna give your neighbor is the same treatment that you give yourself. So I feel like that's maybe why love is, you know, the greatest commandment, that type of thing. Because at the end of the day, you know, it all comes down to you treating other people and how you treat yourself as well.
Love is patience. Love
I get
is
what you mean.
kind. Love is good. But nah, bro, you can't love someone who doesn't love you. That's a big mistake.
No, but the problem
So-
is a lot of people do that though.
Yeah.
It's not like it's the first time people. A lot of people are
Dude, it's
succumb to
a
losing
problem.
part of
It's a
themselves.
problem.
Yeah, it happens, but
It's a
you know,
problem,
it's
bro.
part of life. You fumble, fumblers.
Yeah,
you
dude.
fumble, you fumble.
They say growing up is dying.
Yeah, true.
So are you maybe trying to say that the concept of
Growing up is
first
dying?
experiences
What is that?
never matches up to
No, dude, when you're older, don't you value things from your childhood?
No, yeah, but why do you value them so much?
because you can go there, man. It's like what I was saying, like
Yeah.
you only
So
know
how's-
you've been high when you're feeling
Oh,
low, you know,
damn.
that type of thing. You know, like, now you don't have access to this thing.
hitting you, dude.
You know, it's like when you go someone, you know, like when you go someone, they're gonna start hitting you up, you know, like being sweet and stuff, you know, but they don't care about you, man. You know, they never show that care.
They want attention.
You know?
Dude,
Uh,
you said
I want
you
attention.
said, you said growing up is dying.
yeah, growing up is dying. Okay, think of it as a graph. Growing up, I think ideally growing up is from like
Dude, but then,
0.
don't you value
to,
the
like-
things the things you had was when you were a kid?
Yeah, you do. I'm agreeing with that.
Yeah,
but
so
the
I
part
was
where I
growing
say it's
up
dying
dying.
is things don't feel the same. You know,
But-
food doesn't taste the same. Things don't smell the same.
Hmm?
Would you say
nah,
that-
food,
would you say that
suds still
you
stays
got-
the same, bro.
Would you say overly we are born to die? You know,
Overly.
yeah.
You're born to live, bro.
We're born to live. I say we're born to live.
I'm not born to die.
Dying is people see dying as a bad
moment
thing.
you're-
But then
you're
I
born,
saw
you're
this this
dying.
morning on the internet.
Yeah.
They say
Walked
a
off.
lot of people want to go to heaven,
Yeah.
but a lot of people don't want to die.
Okay.
But how do you go to heaven without dying?
Okay. Okay.
You can't. You'd be
Unless
like,
you're you know, one of those guys.
Yeah.
One of those guys in the Bible, you know, who went.
Yeah.
we
But
just
like,
whoop.
yeah, a lot
taken
of
by
people
God.
are scared of death.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're saying that we are not born to die, you're born to live. That's
Wait,
okay.
Kaku.
But the body is
No. Let's go back. You said. So you're telling me that so when you're growing older, like your inner child goes away.
Yeah. I mean,
Why?
they
Why?
go away?
Why?
I think it's because we want to conform to.
The patterns of this world.
Well, they
Is
say
this
that.
that's what society tells
That's
you.
what society tells us, you know. Like, imagine back in the day, telling your parents I want to be an artist. Dude, are you crazy? Get out of this house, bro. But these days, they allow you to do TikTok and YouTube because there's people making money out of it, you know. There's more people successful from that stuff than, like, people going to actual jobs, you know. Not saying that TikTok and YouTube is not a job, but, like, what people perceive as an actual job.
Yeah,
you know.
9 to 5.
Yeah, 9 to 5 job.
Nah, I feel like you shouldn't let your child die, even if like when you.
But people do
when
let
you
it
grow,
die.
dude. Just
Do you know what kills it? What really does kill childhood is the experiences of life. You know,
Pain.
the pain.
Pain changes people.
Yeah,
Heartbreak.
Pain.
yeah.
That's too pain.
But from what I've seen, they say like these days, people who are considered cool are people who withdraw from society. Like when you're like quiet and chilled, they're like, this guy is cool. But the guy who's over the top and who speaks a lot, or you know, they consider him an idiot.
Yeah.
But then when you're mysterious and no one knows anything about you,
The
you're
theory.
considered cool. So being an introvert is
about
cool,
aura, bro.
and being an extrovert,
Yeah,
it's about
aura.
aura. Yeah, like he gives us this aura. He doesn't have to say anything, or
Yeah.
you know,
The
but there's
theory
this
of
aura.
absence.
Yeah, but like
theory of
those are the people that are
It is a
praised
theory of absence, you know.
these days. Like being like socially
Nah, I feel like
disconnected
that's
is considered
bullshit,
as
bro.
cool. Think
bullshit,
about it.
bro. Dude, do you even think of that kid that didn't speak?
In
Well,
high school.
no, back then, see, back
What
then
is-
it didn't matter. We're
Cut the shit out.
Don't cut it out.
Gen Z, Gen Y.
we're
Nah.
millennials, right? And what's the new guy?
Was he cool, dude? Was he
What?
cool? That guy, the choir guy from high school. was
No,
he
I
cool?
don't think in high school it applied though. By that time, I think nowadays it's cool. Like
High
the
school
was
iPad-
2019.
The iPad generation
Dude, in
considered
high
that
school,
as
I
cool.
think the more chatty you were, the more cool you were, you feel.
Dude, it still applies, bro. It still applies right now, man. Just, dude, a quiet person. Dude, do you even remember someone who's quiet and you consider them cool?
But
Yeah.
do you have to be remembered
He's
to be
cool, I
considered
mean.
cool?
He's quiet. He's
It's
cool.
all about aura. Like what this guy is saying. It's all about your aura. Just, just be chilled, but
Yeah.
don't be that guy who's just
be like
in the
Speed.
corner. You know, be a weird.
Yeah, don't be like Speed, man.
Who's
Too hype.
Speed. I show speed. But he seems like.
Nah, he has. What do you call it? The people who like that stuff.
I feel like he's active.
I feel like that we need more people like that, bro.
Yeah, I think we
Because
do.
a lot of people, would you call it living, being quiet for the rest of your life? I mean, when you die, you're gonna be like that. So what's the difference?
Yeah, I think you're cooking. Yeah, he's
It's not what.
No, like
he is cooking.
when right now when people like don't connect to society, like where you're like, I'm in my own space, I'm doing my own thing,
Yeah.
and you don't share how you feel or
don't share your
who you
lives.
are. You're just always like, I'm chilling. I'm just when anything happens, you're like, it's cool.
You're
I'm
living
not-
your own
I wanna
world.
be
You're
part of
passive.
that.
You're living your own world.
Not living your own world, but like you just don't want to associate or
You're
do
distant.
anything. You're distant from a lot of things. I mean, you're there, right? But like you're not doing anything. I mean, what's the
You're
difference?
placeholder. You're zero.
Yeah, if someone says dance, you don't dance. Someone says sing, you don't sing.
Yeah.
You're
When
boring.
people are doing things,
You're
not
boring. Basically, you're just boring.
doing- Yeah. To some extent, yes. Let's just say you're boring.
Yeah,
but
you're
like,
just
let's
boring.
just say you're socially disconnected.
Boring.
What's the difference? I mean, why would you come on this earth just to be the same thing?
What
as-
if you just don't fuck with the society, man? What's wrong with it?
But what's your purpose?
Yeah,
I
what's
don't
the
know.
purpose?
What is your purpose, though?
But what is
Chill,
the
bro.
purpose
I think that's
of
what
people?
gives you a reason. What is your reason of living? What keeps you alive? What's
What
your
keeps you
motive?
going?
What keeps you going?
What's your goal?
I
Yeah.
was about to say something crazy.
No, I think a goal is actually different from purpose. You know?
Okay. Yeah. No.
It's
The
actually separate.
goal is short term. Purpose is long term.
Do you need a goal or purpose? Just live life, man.
Purpose is a lifetime.
Nah,
goal.
dude.
Every other animal does it.
So what would you say?
Do you have a purpose?
So just live, bro.
What would you say?
No, the purpose is to reproduce, then die.
of chicken, bro.
What would you say? is
What
the
was my
Reproduce
purpose?
and
purpose
die.
of mankind?
It's
You
for
know,
you
like,
to eat
in-
it.
I wouldn't say the purpose of mankind, but I'd say my purpose.
Dude, the
That's
purpose
what
of a
mankind
chicken is food.
I don't know because I don't speak
Okay,
for
I think-
mankind.
okay, let me try to answer that one. It's like I just asked myself a question. But anyways, I would say the purpose of mankind is to be fruitful, to multiply, to subdue and to rule that type of thing.
I think that's God's purpose.
Nah, that's every
I think that's
animal's
different, 'cause
purpose.
I think if you open
Even
I think,
humans.
your Bible in Genesis, I think first Genesis
Populate.
verse 20,
Make
27, 28,
kids.
when God was making mankind, that type of thing, He gave them a command to be fruitful, multiply, subdue that type of thing. So I feel like every time we are not being fruitful, we are not operating, within our calling.
So technically, if you're not getting girls, you're not multiplying. It's like you're going against it.
No,
Nah,
the
nah, nah,
the
nah,
Bible
nah,
goes
yeah,
further.
yeah,
It goes
yeah.
further.
That's interesting.
It goes further than that. It goes further than that.
Good one.
Because remember, with Samson in the Bible, there's a certain type of girl you have to be with. Samson refused to be with the one he was allocated. Okay,
Yeah.
I might have mixed up stuff. Okay, but I hope you get the picture. Delilah.
Yeah.
Samson wanted the baddie. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah. Gen Z stuff.
Yeah. And Samson was like, yeah, that's what he wanted, dude.
You wanted the baddie.
He wanted the
The
baddie.
club baddie. Yeah.
Dude, Samson knew. I mean, okay.
Yeah. Gemtrian.
No,
Yeah.
get this.
10
The first
PM
time
stuff.
the Ahan asks you, what is your power? What is your source of your power?
Yeah.
Right? Then you're like, I get my money from, you lie. I get my money from like washing cars or something. Then she catches you, you're not washing cars. Like, no, babe, come on, tell me where you get your money, you feel
What's
me?
going on?
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, let me tell you the truth. I get my money from this. And then every time the cops come to your house searching for stuff, and you're not going to ask questions like, this is not the right person for me. But I don't judge him because I feel like sometimes we're clouded.
Yeah.
We're overwhelmed
Yeah.
with certain things.
But he could not lie either, now. Like, if he lied, you'd have committed a sin, that type of thing. So
What?
Yo, what?
But-
How did
But
you
he
lie?
lied, but he was lying.
he wasn't telling the truth.
But you don't
lying.
have to-
He was
He wasn't telling
lying,
the
dude.
truth.
Okay.
He's lying.
No, that's not. There's a difference.
Ah,
do you
bro,
know-
no.
There's a
There's
difference.
what they
Lying
call-
is not
no.
in
There's a
the-
difference
no.
between lying and not telling
What's the
the truth.
No,
difference? What's the
it's the same
difference?
thing.
There's a difference.
What's the
There's no
difference?
sense, though.
What's the difference?
they say this- they
Hey,
call it-
hey, no, dude, let him.
Okay,
What's the
say the
difference?
The difference between
Lying
and telling the
until
truth.
lying and telling the truth
And not telling the truth.
and not telling the truth.
Yeah, tell us.
I think when you tell a lie,
You're
know,
not telling the truth.
when you tell a lie,
Yeah, when you tell
when
whatever.
you tell a lie, you're not telling the truth.
This is our first podcast.
Yeah, man.
If you are here, like listening to this now, thanks
Support us.
so much
Support
for
us.
being there.
Leave a comment.
We love you.
Did you go back to a girl you fumbled? Huh?
Yeah.
Leave a comment.
Yeah,
Leave a like.
and stay away from that.
Follow us on Instagram, on TikTok.
Yeah. Be aware of the monkey.
Yeah, thank you.
Love your neighbor as yourself.
Don't touch people when you're horny. Done. I think we should show the track is gonna make a lot of noise.
All right, there's a truck passing by. But it seems fun.
Once we haven't covered a single topic on the list.
Hey,
Yes,
this is the first one, okay?
Yeah.
So I know we're messing up, but we'll get better
I
soon.
think we're on pipe.